right, to start with here, it says, given P and Q, find the position vector. So these are just 2 points on the XY coordinate system, and they want us to write them as a vector. So the formula is officially that it's going to be x2 minus x1i, this is what v will be equal to, plus y2 minus y1j. Okay, so you call the first point that they give you x1, y1, and call the second point x2, y2. So this is going to be -1 minus 4, -1 minus 4i, this minus this, then plus -3 minus 2j. So -1 and -4 make -5i, and -3 and -2 make -5j. And that would be our answer. -1 minus 4 is -5, -3 minus 2 is -5. So there we go. Let's do our next one here. It would be 1 minus 5i, 1 minus 5i, plus -4 minus 5j. And if you simplify that, you get -4i and -9j. And that would be your answer. All right, that is to find the position vector. Sometimes they call that the component form of the vector. All right, next it says solve the problem where u is equal to 2i minus 3j and vector v is 4i plus 6j. First thing it does is ask us to find u plus v. So u is 2i minus 3j and v is 4i plus 6j. 4i plus 6j. So you just collect like terms. 2i plus 4i is 6i. -3j plus 6j is positive 3j. And that would be your answer, 6i plus 3j. The next one they said, what is u minus v? So first thing I write down is u minus 3j, because that's what vector u is, and minus vector v, which is 4i plus 6j. The tricky part here is you do have to remember to distribute to both terms there. So this will really come out to be 2i minus 3j. Then when you distribute this, this will be -4i and -6j. So when you collect like terms, you have 2i minus 4i, which is -2i, and -3j minus 6j, which is -9j. So that would be the answer there. All right, and the last one here, it says 2u minus 3v. So it'll be 2 times vector u, which is 2i minus 3j, minus 3 times vector v, which is 4i plus 6j. Then it's just kind of an algebra 1 thing where you distribute. So 2 times 2i is 4i, 2 times -3j is -6j, -3 times 4i is -12i, -3 times 6j is -18j. Then you just collect like terms. 4i minus 12i is -8i, and -6j and -18j, I believe, makes -24j. So your answer would be -8i minus 24j. Easy and fun.